Hey everyone, welcome back to Lumber Hacks. Today we are going to be looking at the Kobalt 24V brushless 12-inch chainsaw. Comes with a 5-year tool warranty, 3-year battery warranty. Comes with the 4 amp hour battery and the quick charger. So this saw, 12-inch bar, the chains included. You've got your brake, chain oiler, handle, brushless motor, trigger. I'm sure there's some kind of safety mechanism on there. We're going to have to look at that. Weighs 7.6 pounds. Let's dive into this puppy and take a look at it. We're going to unbox it, put it together, and then we're going to go give it a try. Alright, coming straight out the box, have our chain, our charger, and our 4 amp hour battery. Shows about half a charge. They usually do. We're going to set that to the side. I have one fully charged up and ready to go. Instruction manuals for the battery and the saw. Apparently I still have the receipt. The saw itself. Bar and chain cover, and your bar. Alright, got this little tag on here. Go ahead and pop it off. And this shows you how many cuts you can get on a charge, max cut speed. There's that if anyone cares to take a gander. Now, a lot of people have been looking at the tags and the pictures on the box to spy any tools that might be coming out that haven't released yet. And as of right now, everything on this tag has already been released and available to you now. Okay. Let's open this chain up. It's a really light chain. I don't know if it's going to matter too much. The teeth aren't all that sharp. Well, yeah, they're not that bad. They're kind of, I guess that one is just not sharp, so we might have to sharpen that here before too long. The rest of them feel good. It was just that one. Maybe I just got a bad tooth there. Lay that to the side. Go ahead and pop open the instruction manual real quick. This should be pretty straightforward, quick and easy. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that this does have instructions for you guys. And there is instructions in the manual. It actually tells you how to replace it rather than initially put it together. But we've put enough of these together that I'm fairly confident we can figure it out pretty quickly. So, we're just going to loosen this up. Lefty loosey on this, no tricks. That's going to pull right off there. And we just take a good look at that, because that's probably the last time it's going to be this clean. I try to clean up my chainsaws, but I don't think I ever get them as clean as they come in the box. So if you can look at this chainsaw is going to spin like this. It's going to send the chain this way and back down. So this, go ahead and put this on the bar. These are your teeth, and when the saw is spinning, these notches right here are what cut your wood up. So you want this oriented to where the spike on the top rail is facing toward the front of the saw, and then that spike will be going back toward the saw. We're going to put that on there. I've just got it setting on the bar, setting around the gear, the drive gear, and then you're just going to set this back over the top and start tightening it down. Okay, right here you have your bar tensioner. It goes minus and plus, and what that does is it moves this little spike back here. Right here you'll see these holes. You have two of them. It's so that if your bar starts to wear on one side, you can flip it over and still be able to use it. But we want to line this spike up with this bottom hole. I wasn't quite lined up. I thought it would be right out of the box, but it wasn't. So just eyeballing that, putting that around, I can see it needs to go back. In order to go back, you just turn this toward the negative. And right there. Okay. Now we're slipped on. And now she's threading on. Okay. So now you want to pull that nice and tight and then make your final spins, tightening that down. In order to make an adjustment, you loosen this. If you want it tighter, you turn it to the plus. It will push the bar forward, tightening the chain, and then you tighten this down to finish it off. Now this moves, there we go, every time you spin that, it only moves this just half a centimeter at a time. I want it to be just a little bit tighter than that. I'll loosen it back up. You can feel this getting tighter. And now right, that's right where I want it. As it gets hot, we may have to loosen it up, tighten it again. If you're interested, all of these adjustment rules, how to adjust it, are in the book on page 20, 21, and on page 22 you have the care and maintenance, and it tells you exactly how to adjust the chain tension and what you're going to be looking for. Okay, so let's take a look at this. You have your safety switch right here, so you have to depress that before you can pull the trigger, and then you can let go of it until you let the trigger out again. This is your brake. You want to pull back and release it like that. What that's for is if you get a kick and the saw comes back, it hits your wrist, that locks the blade up. You hear that popping sound, that's engaging the brake, locks this blade up. So if it kicks, so don't be trying to use this one-handed. Use it to where that brake will engage if you have something like that happen. A couple things right off the bat. I don't like that this doesn't have steel teeth. Having steel teeth on a chainsaw, you can dig that into your wood, and as you cut, it alleviates some potential of a kickback. So it does have plastic teeth. I don't know how well they'll work, but we'll find out. But we're not going to do anything crazy with this, especially not me. I'll be just using it for limbs, and maybe just cutting limbs into smaller chunks for a good fire. It does not come with any bar and chain oil, and that is what this reservoir is for right here. And give me 1 second. I thought I had it. Yes, it is. Excuse me while I lean in front of you for a moment. You can get bar and chain oil at Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, any Tractor Supply, or farm store. Let's see. I did have a funnel set in here, but how about we just try not to make a mess and see how that goes for us. Usually doesn't go very well, but you know what? Sometimes it's fun to gamble. Will I be cleaning my workbench today or not? Nope. Alright. There we go. Now that's full. You don't have a self primer for that. It's automatic. So I would start it up. I would take it out, depress the trigger a couple times to get that going on the blade. Make sure that it is pumping oil onto your blade. That's going to keep your chain cool and keep it from wearing out prematurely. I'm just kind of making some more finer adjustments to the bar. Okay. Alright. There it is, all put together. You have your blade guard. Make sure you remove this before running the saw. I've seen people just pick up their electric saws and push the trigger, and then their chain is ate into this, and it's not a huge deal, but it's a pain to get it back off once you do that. So you just hold firm here, pull that off. Let's put a battery to it and just make sure we're gonna get power real quick. I do have a fresh 4 amp hour battery, but it's in my bag, so I will get that out in a minute. We'll just pop a 2 amp hour in it right now just to give it a spin. So you have variable speed control, but it doesn't want to crawl that's as slow as it goes without being as fast as it goes. So now that we've done that, let's pop this battery back out and give this chain a fill. Okay, it's getting oil to it. Not a lot, not yet. Okay, you can kind of see I don't know if you can see it on camera or not, but there's oil spatter on the bar, so it's getting oil. Let's pop a fresh battery in it. We'll take it outside. We'll find something to cut up. We'll see you out there. Alright everybody, we're outside now. I've gathered up some stuff for you to cut. I've already cut down most of my dead for the year, so I don't have anything crazy to do, but I do have a few little odds and ends just to kind of test this puppy out. So take the blade guard off, got a fresh battery in, and I'm just going to start with some small stuff and work my way to you. I know, like, sometimes I skip out on safety gear in my shop, and people in the comments will tell you that's because I'm a bad person. But today I've got my gloves on, safety glasses. If you can, wear long sleeve shirt and pants. This is a smaller saw. I'm used to running a lot bigger one, so I'm not too worried about the open arms. But you still need to take some safety precautions because this can be a dangerous tool if not used correctly. Safety warning. All right. So let's start. We'll just cut into this right here. Chewed right through that. Let's do it again. Okay. Let's see if we can cut all the way through. Well, getting hung up on the end. There we go. Perfect. Let's do something a little bigger. All right, that's pretty dead, but not too dead. She ate through that pretty well. Still got some weight to her. Go to a bigger piece of it. Chewed right through that. Blade's still nice tight, staying oiled. All right, let's see how it does something like this. All right, that might have been a little deceiving. She's rotting out, but doesn't have any problem getting around that surface area. And I'm not feeling hardly any kick at all. I'm trying to think if I got something green for you guys, but this is really impressive for a electric saw. I'm used to running gas powered, a lot heavier. This is only about 9 pounds. Let me show you this. Now that we're out in the field, I've got the brake on. It will not go. That brake electrically shuts that motor down. Just like that. So if that saw were to kick on you, it would trigger that brake and it would immediately shut off. Kicks are pretty violent. Not saying that you won't get hurt, but if your hand is in the right position, it'll stop it before it would do something a lot worse. So that's good. All right. I don't really have anything green for you guys to cut, and
Cut that limb off.
Sorry?
You just cut that limb off.
You want that one down?
I don't care.
Well, if I cut that down, then all the internet trolls will be in the comments telling me how I'm just destroying Mother Nature. So we'll say that this saw is only for dead trees and fallen limbs, and that's all we're gonna do with it. Wink, wink. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, consider subscribing. If you want to talk more about this saw, if you have any questions or any questions about any of my other tools, go ahead and drop a comment down there, or follow me over to Facebook, chat with me there, or that page is kind of dead. Share something funny on it if you want. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.